Hello my friends, I'm G Hondo, and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 4, the Express Only Challenge. I was just admiring how large our main city has become, because these have all started growing into one another. So it's really unclear where the actual borders would be anymore. Good luck finding them. But yeah, what an amazing city. And that's just, we set it all up at the beginning. We've just let it go, and it's amazing. Anyway, as always, I took a look around the map to try and get an idea of what to do. And basically what I do is I sort by population. We're now at a point where we're about 3 pages deep, 3.5 really, before we get to one that I haven't got to yet. So the next one was Fastock Heath and Great Bee Lee. Well, as it turns out, Fastock Heath is here and Great Bee Lee is here, so I thought, well, no problem. Easy airport that can connect to a current one, so it's on our network. We can pick up Fastock Heath, we can pick up Tunby, and that can also reconnect over here to Stanport, so it's like doubly connected. So that's pretty cool. Now that probably won't take a whole episode though, so I got a little bit crazy and then started looking ahead to the next ones like Overningville and Conditch. Yeah, there's a lot on the map. I'll go over it real quick. So from Conditch, I just started basically picking up any city that was, 5-ish thousand people or more. So, oops. I can foresee a train coming around here, through here. It's a little bit small, but it was a good pivot point to get down to here, which is a very big one. And then either splitting or coming down here and then cutting back. Either way, getting back over here to Gostable, New Neenston, Winby Cross, up here to Tressness, where we'll split. One side going Strathpool to Trefford to Exwell to Stanberg. Again, not as big city, but a good place to pivot back. And on the other branch, over here to Bonby, Little Exide, is that Geetwood? I guess, Geetwood. Up and around this lake to Great Avon Hill. And oh look, there's our other one, Overningville. And one just called Beeberg. So, yeah, there's no way we're getting all that done today. I'll tell you flat out, it's not going to happen. So what I would like to do though is I'm going to set up all those little airports first, and then basically we're just going to pop over here and start. Whether it's 1 episode more, 2 episodes more, I don't care if it takes 40 episodes. We'll get it all done. But don't expect that I'm getting, what's that, about 20, 25 stations put in today? Not going to happen. Okay, anyway, let's go to where things are going to happen. And we'll start with the connection Menford to Great Bee Lee. These are airports, so it doesn't make a huge difference where they go, because I don't have to worry about like train tracks or anything. So these ones at least will be real easy. I think we're still just on city-sized. Yes, we are. Okay, not a problem. And we can plunk this pretty much anywhere, so let's say right there. Get ourselves some roads, so that we can actually have some traffic. That would be good. No, that's too far. Alright, we'll go over there. And get ourselves a plane. Let's get rid of that just for a little while, so we have more room to maneuver. And we were using the 300 Darwins. Yeah, there we go. So you are Great Bee Lee. Great, not Greg. I'm Greg. Great Bee Lee to Menford. Excellent. Make sure it is in fact set to passengers. Yes, it is. Awesome. I see the cat has found something to play with. Not Smokey, he's being fine. Devy's behind my monitor. I can hear him attacking something. I don't know what it is. But whatever it is his now, apparently, and that's the end of it. And now it's on the floor, so I'll probably will never see it again. Awesome. Anyway, I'm quite curious what that even is. No, I can't see it from here. Oh well, whatever it is, 'tis now. That's the end of that. Alright, so this is now an active airport. It'll be fairly busy. I don't know if it'll be quite full load, but it should be pretty close if it is. Oh, Smokey's awake. He stopped snoring. Probably because he hears Devil attacking something over there. Whatever it was. But so be it. Oh, I want to mention also, in the last episode, the game sounds sounded really, really loud to me, so I've mucked around with the sound settings. Hopefully that means this is better balanced. Please let me know in the comments if it's better, worse, or you didn't notice any change, because that will help me get it sorted out for future episodes. Excuse me. Okay, so you should have a... Okay, I thought I'd do a little better than that, but another plane had just come in, so... Okay, apparently the Menford side is not that busy. But the side is, so it'll be okay. So this will definitely fix that profit problem. That is for sure. Oh, we broke 300 mil, speaking of the profit. Not the profit, speaking of profit. The profit is a completely separate thing. I try not to get religion involved in my recordings, but if I say the Prophet, I'm of course referring to Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him. But I actually meant to say just the word prophet. Same pronunciation, drastically different meaning. Anyway, let's go here, and yeah, that'll be totally, totally fine. Okay, beautiful. Hi, Devil, I see you back there. Are you gonna come over here like a good boy? Come on. There you go. Good boy. Yes, that's a good boy, staying over here where I can see you. Then I know you're not getting into mischief. Alright, next is an airport connection from Great Bely to Festock Heath. Nope, I got so used to doing that. Not yet. It doesn't really matter where we put it. It kind of looks like it would fit just perfectly in here, doesn't it? Like a glove. That's fantastic. You want up here, buddy? Yeah, come on, jump up then. It's okay. Come on, jump up. You were just here a little while ago. You spent a fair bit of last episode sitting on me and turning around and around and around. There's no reason you can't do that again. Clearly you enjoyed it, so. Ah, poop. They got mad that I put something so close to them. Alright, let's try the tree appeasement trick. Oh, hello, kitty. Hello, kitty. Okay, looks like they are happy with the number of trees I planted for them. So they should. Okay, sir, I don't mind you up here. That's cool, but I need you to sit down so I can see over you. Right now I can't see over you. There you go. Little more. Rest of the way down. There you go. Okay. That's a good boy. Let's just sit here nicely, okay? Can you do that for me? Is that not close enough? It looks close enough. Guess not. How about here? Nope. Alright. How about there? There we go. There's a spot it'll take. Apparently I clicked on the exact same square. There we go. Okay. Okay, Bubs, what are you doing? Are you seriously using my elbow as a footrest? That's going to be excruciating soon. Okay, not to mention how difficult it's going to make typing, but okay, we'll go with this for now. Why not? Oh, probably see a whole cat moving every time I move my arm now. He has decided to lie on my elbow, as though that was an acceptable thing to do. It's fine, I don't mind. My arm's going to go numb at some point, and then that will be lovely. Alright, go to hangar, go to airport. We can get rid of that sign now. Hangar, airport. Go, go, go. Yeah, they're probably not huge fans of an airport, like quite literally carving into their city like this. But they were the ones that made a nice square opening that I could use, so that's what I've done. Oh, are we playing the turnaround game again? Okay. Thank you for getting off my elbow at least. So I guess there was value in that, if nothing else. Remember what we talked about earlier, how you make a really lousy window? Oh, back on my elbow. Oh, okay, good. Great. Awesome. That's our plane we're looking. Just this one here. That's the other one that goes west. This is the one we're interested in. The one going east. Full load. This is good. Okay, so far so good. Excellent. Go get some maintenance to plink that back up. Go drop all these people off. Pick up a very easily full load again. Excellent. Okay. That section ready to go. Next is northeast-ish to Tunby. Okay. We can do Tunby. Tunby is within our power. What side of it shall we put it on? Looks like this is the flattest area, because that's really all that difference it makes. We're just looking for a flat spot. After we place some trees, of course we would be delighted to build you some trees. Look at that. Your druids must be delighted. Or your hippies, whatever flavor you go with. Airport there, and some trucks there for the airports. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, sorry about that, just bumped the microphone. Okay, I need the hangar, not the airport. And 300. And you were Tunby to Fastock. Okay. Alright. Make sure 100% you are on the right one. Okay, from here to here. And back down, we can get rid of that sign. To here and here. Excellent. Okay, coming in now. Several hundred people just left. see my planes coming, they flee the city. What does that say about your transportation service, sir? Okay, no problem with a full load here. Absolutely no problem. Okay, up we go. And over. Oh, I was not paying attention. We have very recently crossed my birthday. I'm not going to tell you the exact date, but yes, it is in late 1976, so that gives you an idea of how old I am. Anyway, there we go. Nice and profitable. That's cool. Okay. Next one is southeast-ish. I think we're just reconnecting. Yeah, reconnecting to Stanport. Okay. So Tunby to Stanport. Not Tumby, Tunby. Thank you. Okay, so it is already set. I don't need to check that. If I notice it here, I don't have to come into here to check it because it means it's already done. So that saves a small step, which is always convenient. To Stanport's maintenance and airport itself. Okay, still lots there to get full. And we're out of here. Whee! Okay. So far, so good. It's a little bit of a longer trip, but it's still well within plane's range, no problem whatsoever. I remember this when I wanted to put it for Tootingstoke and I couldn't find a spot where it would go, so I ended up having to give it to Stanport. I remember that now. And apparently I thought we might expand at some point too. Who knows? Okay. Get all these passengers taken off. And very profitable. Okay. Excellent. So that takes care of the airport ones that I wanted to do. So if we go back up here to the town directory, sorted by population. Plenfield still hates me. I'll check that real quick, what's happening there. Oh, I remember this one now. Yeah. I ended up adding in docks and a transfer. And I added an airport and I wanted to just do a transfer. But they do not like me that much. And I don't think I can give them any more trees either. I'm pretty sure they have all the trees they can handle. Well, no, apparently got a few more in. Well, that upped you to very poor. Very poor, I'm pretty sure, is enough to put in basic road stuff. But apparently I'm incorrect. Alright, let's see where else I can give you trees. Yeah, you're finding room to squeeze in. Every time it shows a cost, it means it managed to get at least a couple in. So maybe we'll just kind of go around like this and try and fill in every last little nook and cranny. See if that helps. Nah, they're still very poor. See, I thought very poor was high enough. I really did. But clearly not. Okay, well, I guess there's not much I can do about that yet. Run the clock a little, give them time to appreciate said trees. I don't really want to bribe them, because if it fails, they get really, really, really mad. I suppose I could give them, like, growth. That might help. improve their idea of what I do. But I think the main thing I need to do is I gotta be getting a higher percentage off of here moving and off of here. Because here is where I could really make things happen. I could add more. Oh, I'm just transferring to Prenwick Woods from Prenwick Docks, not between here. It's by train here. And this is such a short run, I'm not sure I really want a second train just for this distance. I'm sure it would help, but I don't know that. Okay, let's try it. Let's just try it and see. Does mean adding a lot of extra signals in here and there, but so be it. So be it. 40, 111, and 1. Okay. Why didn't I just do that? And that's already named and everything. That was kind of dumb. Okay, let's just pretend I didn't do all that other stuff with a simple hide my mistakes tool. Because not only will that fix the name, should also set the route. I am going to set them to shared orders on the incredibly tiny chance that I ever change it. Oh, I can't imagine a scenario where that happens. But maybe. Now let's see if this will go and they won't interfere with each other too much. So far, so good. So that will improve the ratings here. I'm sorry, I've got a lot of windows open. Let's get rid of a couple of these for a second. Because if these go up enough, that might in turn bring up their ranking enough. But it does take a bit of time, so we'll just run this for a little while. I don't want to spend a long time on this. We have other stuff I wanted to get done this episode, but I can give it a little bit of time here. You see these are slowly improving. Well, isn't that an interesting building? Anyway, you're still very poor. Yeah, this may not happen. I may still have to just come back another time. But now that there's more happening here, this should be improving, however slowly. It should be improving, so. Alright, we will come back to that some other time. Because until that changes, we can't finish that sign. Okay. Anyway, let's go back up here and zip our way down to... Oh, the city has grown and it's now demanding attention. In fact, a couple of them that I'm not at have grown. Interesting. It seems to me like there's some very large cities here that should be getting attention but aren't. Why do I not have an airport from there to there? Or even a train, really, but at least an airport. Well, let's try it. Maybe we can squeeze in a bonus one for today. I'm just not sure where I can place this where it may... Oh, there's stuff in the way over there. don't think I can get this close enough. The problem is the square that counts as where something is for an airport is not where the cursor is, which is the very topmost one, but as far as I can tell, it's on the far right. So basically, if I put this here, where the M in Marford Woods is, that square there, and that's too far for the catchment zone of this to be a part of it, so I may not be able to do that after all, which is a shame. Buddy, I can't see when you stand up. I know you're happy, you're beating me up with your tail. I get that, that's cool, but I can't see. So I need you to ideally not just put your butt in my face. Sir, please. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you. You are so kind. Yeah, I guess I can't really do that. Alright, well, we won't worry about that for now either. Let's go back to what we were actually planning on doing, which was, I remember that name. That was one of them. Apparently wasn't the main one, but that was one of them. I guess there's no reason I couldn't start at this end and just work my way back towards start. It's no difference. So let's just do that. We'll start here at Beberg and just work our way back. Good enough for me. Okay. So I need to be able to place an endpoint one. So maybe about there. Problem, of course, is now that my tags are going the other way, so I do have to go and look for them. This one comes in here to pick up this one. So maybe I put them both along the top here. Maybe that's what I do. And let's get all of the road stuff in before anyone gets angry at me. One for you. One for you. One for you. And trucks. One for you. One for you. And one for you, if I can find a spot for it. There we go. Okay, that gets all the truck parts done, so we don't have to worry about that. For now, I'm just going to build the turnaround and then go back to where we're going. But I like building the turnarounds first because I otherwise have a tendency to forget them, and then I get sad. And I don't want to be sad. Being sad sucks. So, there we go. Those. Nope, that side. Thank you. And did I give myself enough room? It looks like I did. Excellent. Did I give myself enough room here? Now, I suppose I could theoretically just bridge over this road, but that kind of sucks. Okay, let's just go to there. And then connect that way. Okay, get rid of these extra ones. And we need the turnaround for that one, which I guess has to go right about there. It's not pretty, it's not ideal, but it will work. Okay. So that side's got both turnarounds. You've got your first one, and you're coming out this side over here somewhere for your turnaround. It's unfortunate that's on a hill, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. For those of you who don't speak French and have not heard that expression before, that means it's the life. Another word, or put another way, there's nothing you can do about it, so enjoy it. So there we go, and go just a little bit further here. There we go, and like that. And let's get ourselves some depots going here. We'll start with one right there. And while we're at it, we'll get the other ones planted. Between there and there, it should be around here somewhere. I guess there will do. This guards that entrance anyway, so that's fine. Okay. Get rid of that. And let us get ourselves a train. Come on. Thank you. And one of you. And you are B-Berg. Not V. Overningville. Kitty, you're so convenient there, sitting on my arm. And by convenient, I mean not really convenient at all. Oh, I haven't done the one side of that. Actually, I will have to remember to do that before I start this train. Or at least before I start the clock. Doesn't matter if I start the train. But before I start the clock, I need somewhere for this to terminus. Okay. And this side doesn't need a turnaround because there's nothing coming from there. You have your turnarounds on both sides, so I think we are now ready to go. Apparently I have too many mail transfer vehicles because some of them are not making any money. But anyway, that's joy for another day. I guess at some point, if I ever try to get like an action, oops, that's not the right one. If I ever try and get a maximized score, which means I will have to deal with this, then maybe. That's something I'm actually thinking about for, it's one of my ideas I'm tossing around in my head for next season is, regardless of what all I transfer, because I obviously have to have 8 different cargoes, I think I might actually go for a 1,000 run. This one will always be the hardest one for me because I always build routes and I don't really care if they make a lot of money or a little money. I basically just want to be moving stuff. So this one's going to be really tricky to get. The rest of these, as I mean, you can see, it takes a while, but they're pretty easy to do. But this one's always tough for me. Anyway, wasn't paying attention to this, but it's running just fine. Okay. I felt Smokey stood up. That's what that was. Thought I felt something change. A disturbance in the force. I have no idea why I use that accent. We'll ignore that. Right. Get rid of that sign. We don't need that anymore. And we can get rid of that sign. We don't need that anymore. And we can get rid of that sign. We don't need that anymore. Let's get the train between these two guys here. 43 and 1. Okay. And you are Overningville. Great. Avenel. Awesome. Okay. You're fine. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Okay, see ya. Jump down. Good kitty. You're fine too. You're cleaning yourself. You're happy. Throwing fur everywhere. It's great. Okay, you go from there to there to there. I do have the turnaround here, right? Yes, good. You are optional. And we can now start that. Zoom in on it. Everything's pretty. And start. Well, both of them are in at the same time, so I don't know if it'll... Well, it still managed a full load. That's a very busy station. Hello, hello, hello. Who dat? A new bus. Sure, we'll go take a look at that. I would be delighted to go take a look at that, because I like new vehicles. Okay, you are much faster, but with less capacity. So I'm probably better off actually compare you to this one than to this one. So almost as fast with much better capacity. Almost double for about a quarter of a loss. And technically it's cheaper to run too for some reason, it eludes me. I can see me upgrading these. I can see me clicking that now. I don't think anything... Oh, something else did come, and it didn't tell me, and this is exactly the kind of vehicle I would want. The goods tram was no good to me, because I don't do goods, but a mail tram would be. However, it kind of sucks. Yes, it's a bit faster, but it holds a lot less and costs a whole lot more. So no, we're not doing that. Okay, fair enough. Let's go back to what we were doing here. And, yeah, call it even. Okay. That's not a great haul to have sent back. Oh, you just activated, so never mind. That does make sense. Yeah, you'll have a full load going back, no problem. Okay, so you should be fine now. You are fine now. Okay. So the next one was coming up and around to connect to you from here. So I probably... Well, it doesn't really matter. I kind of want it going this way, but it doesn't really matter which side of the city it's on. So whichever side fits better, either here going that way or here going that way. I have a river crossing at both sides, so no difference there. Sorry for yawning. It's apparently been a long day already, even though it's only 1:30 in the afternoon. Yeah. So I guess, well, if I put it here, I don't get much of the city. If I put it here, I can probably get a little bit more, so let's put it here. Still not going to be a great amount, but it should be a little bit better. And one here. Okay. Do I have room for a turnaround here? If I maximize where that goes, and by that I'm meaning as far this way as I can without crushing into that, is that enough for a turnaround here? It's very short, but I think we can make this work. It is a bit on the short side, but I think it'll be okay. And this side, we unfortunately must cross a bridge before we can get to the turnaround, which is unfortunate. But the turnaround can be basically right off the bridge. There's no reason to go much further. There, and there. Okay, so you're all sorted. And now we just need to make a path. Okay. We can do that. Okay. Zip across here, cross another bridge. If you're wondering why I'm stopping way back here, but staying close here, part of my OCD demands that these bridges be the same length, and it really bugs me if they aren't, even if it's, like for the special one, for this one, it's completely unnecessary. Like it only had one square of water to cover, whereas this one had three, but I still want them the same length. It's an obsessive compulsive disorder thing, don't worry about it. There's literally no reason in your game to do that, unless you also have OCD. In which case, welcome to my world. And again, this is going to be an overshooting bridge for no reason other than making it look good to my weird eyes. Let's get these guys running way out there. And start them running this way. Okay, now at least we're in the striking range of seeing. There we go. Beautiful. That's a very long run, so I'm going to want to have maintenance both directions, so it doesn't matter which side I put the depot on. I'm going to have turnarounds for it, specifically. And on this side, it's going to be a lot trickier, but yeah, that's a little bit messy, isn't it? Okay, well, so we definitely need signals here to block this area. But that should work. Messy as it is, that should work. Right, one of you. Bling, bling, bling. Blong. Bling and blong. Don't ask, I don't know either. So that was what? Geetwood to Great Avenel. Okay. Avenel. Okay. And go from here to here, back through here to here. These will be optional, but I want them on both sides so I can do it on either trip. Okay. Make sure I've got turnaround there and re-verify, even though I'm quite sure I did. Turnaround's there. Okay. Start the engine and start the clock. Marvelous. Okay. I guess I put it way too close to the one side, but oh well. That's okay. When it can maintain from either direction, it really doesn't matter too much where it is. If I was only maintaining it in one direction, it would make a lot more difference, but we have double maintenance on it, so it'll be fine. Looks like you'll still have enough to full load this one, even though another train is in the area. So that's good. And we're off. Sounds delightful. Okay, just about there. This should have, yeah, no problem to be full for the way back. And this should be plenty profitable. And it is. Marvelous, darling. Simply marvelous. Again, don't ask. I don't know why either. We can get rid of that, and now we can come to Little X side. See, this one would be one where it'd be great to put it about here, but they've built that section up. Could put it on this side, but again, it's no better. So they keep building out these long roads that they haven't got to yet, and they stick out. Well, this side I guess they have, but they just stick out and make it more difficult to work with. kind of jerks like that, to be honest. Well, this one's coming in this way. Can't really sneak through there, so it's probably going to come down here, up and around, so I probably want it on this side after all. Maybe I do just bridge across this road. Maybe that is the easy way. Whoops. That's what I was trying to do. Don't know what key I actually hit there, but it's not the one I wanted. But whatever. We'll figure it out. We always figure stuff out eventually. Sometimes it takes a while, but we figure it out eventually. Actually, yeah, that's true. I don't even have to bridge because the train has priority. If I was running a vehicle in the city, like I actually built vehicles instead of just the stations for them, this section could get scary because the train could smash the vehicles. I had a lot of trouble with that in a previous season. I think it was season 2, might have been season 3, but I think it was season 2. It was before I had figured out what was happening, and basically I would be sitting there going, well, why is half my fleet gone? Like I had, say 8 vehicles, now all of a sudden I have 4. I didn't sell them. There's no lot, like I'm not replacing, like I'm not doing anything. They're just every once in a while vanishing. And then one day I was watching them, and by luck I saw one disappear. And by disappear, I mean disappear in a fireball, because a train crashed into it. It was not pretty, and I was not happy. But at least I understood what was happening, so that was nice. Okay. Well, let's start cutting our way across here. Still a ways to go. Good. If my eyesight's not bad, I think it's that square there. And that square there. We'll see how I did. Oh, did it. Awesome. That's not too bad. It'll run. We'll just put a single depot stop in the middle. That will be fine. Okay. And we go one of you. 111. And a male. Beautiful. Geetwood to Little Exide. Not Lytle, Little. Thank you so much for that. Right, moving on. I didn't put signals on that. I should do that before I get too otherwise involved. Because that, if I ever do double up the trains there, will mean fireballs. And we don't like fireballs. Except when we're playing D&D. But anyway. Actually, that is something I should think about. I'm not sure if anyone watching is into D&D or not. There's a group I play with once in a while. Would you be interested in me recording those? I mean, we've started a campaign, so we're kind of partway into it, but it's not a huge deal. If that's something that might interest you, leave me a comment, because it's something I've been thinking about for a while, but I wasn't sure if anyone would actually be interested in, so that's why I haven't done it yet. But who knows? Maybe that's something you guys would think is cool. Who knows? Let's go. So, Devi, why are you screaming, buddy? Let's not scream, okay? I don't like it when you scream, because that means you might be unhappy. I don't want you unhappy. You're supposed to be a happy kitty. And happy kitties don't scream. That's my logic anyway. Okay, so you've got a full load. In fact, that's more than a full load, isn't it? Well, these things only held 40. Did that change? Hang on a second, am I losing my mind here? Probably, but that's separate. Did these change? Oh no, I was just used to always seeing them before they went to depot and upgraded. Okay, never mind. It's fine. Yeah, we have 45s now. No, okay, that's fine. I got used to seeing them holding 40. I guess this thing counted as going into the depot immediately for some reason, and thus already has its upgrade. Fair enough. Even though that station wasn't active, we managed to sneak in a little bit of mail from it, which is cool. But the route is already profitable anyway, so we know it's good. That's not a great spot to break down, but just saying. You're kind of totally in the way there. Yeah. So move along. Get along, little doggy. Off you go. Alright, cool. Yep, so this guy is totally fine. I think what we'll do is I think I'm going to call this a good spot to stop. I'm going to change this note. Now it's fairly obvious where I was in terms of continuing. And we'll stop it right there, because I think February 1st of 1978 is an excellent spot to put a cut in for this episode. But just before we do, let's take a super quick look through the vehicles list and make sure we have not missed anything. Nothing there, nothing there. I know we already had at least one vehicle pop up, that bus. Oh, there we go, see? And we did not get a pop-up for this. So we do have the much better mail ship. Not only does it hold more, but it's still very slow, but it definitely is faster, and that's cool. The fact that it's also cheaper makes no sense, but I am absolutely happy with it. So yes, we will absolutely be replacing those right away. And these are both the old ones we're not using. Okay, so finally, ships have not disappointed me for once. How unusual. Alright, we can get rid of those. They're all done. Okay, so this is the one we upgraded recently, so no. That one is just a straight downgrade. That one is a straight downgrade. And that was the mail one we looked at, where yes, it's faster, but the capacity is a bit too low. If this were in the, say, 40, 45 range, I probably would, because then it's worth it, even with the extra cost. But dropping almost by half, like 26 would be half exactly, and we're almost there. And it's only really like a 30% increase in speed. Not interested. And trains, I'm quite sure there isn't any of, because we were just in there. That's right. Okay. Well, there we go, folks. So that, like I say, is where we're going to put a cut in for this episode. So I'd like to thank everyone for joining me today. And until next time, folks, stay calm, and I hope you come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching.